Are you ready?
Before I got money, I wasn't in truck kicking doors, and I'm just being honest. If you won't smoke, then we cook up like an omelet, I'm just being honest. Throw me a 60 if I go to Magic or Honest, I'm just being honest. I keep a sticker or blicky in case it gets sticky, I'm just being honest. She know that I'm with it, I'm having this chicken, this trickin', I'm just being honest. Who really get it, be honest? Hey, punch it, be giving, be honest.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, Candid at the Movies proudly brings to you it's YouTube and Spotify podcast champions of the world. The most handsome man on the internet, Joe.
That's me, little sexy me.
The bald beauty that needs to shave his head, Big Nate. And we are
the
Wrassle Twins.
Along with Sheets Gummies, because Sheets Gummies does a body good. No promo here, just they are actually really delicious.
You just got to get your gummy worms every now and then.
Every once in a while, get your snow snacks. I've been snowed in, iced in, because we were supposed to get snow and then they changed their mind.
Well, no, the snow's coming this weekend. We just got ice this past weekend.
We're good. We're going to have ice on snow on ice on snow.
Ice baby.
Doom, 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 doom.
Under Pressure has the same hook and it's so much of a better song.
Yeah, but Ice Baby goes doom 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 doom. See, there's a little extra.
Just a little extra
in there.
We like being a little extra over here.
Yeah.
Speaking of extra, one of the most hallowed, the most sacred events on the pro wrestling calendar every year is happening as we record this coming weekend.
Yeah.
It feels a little bit off this year, but that's a song for another time. But we are talking about the Royal Rumble, the third of the big four pay-per-views to ever debut on WWE television.
Man.
And I got to tell you, man, the Royal Rumble, I don't think they had any idea what it would grow to now, almost 40 years later.
We are almost there.
Yep.
I'm almost there.
The 38th annual Royal Rumble happens this weekend.
Royal Rumble's turning 38. I'm turning 40.
And yeah, like 2 weeks after I turned 35. So, are you still Pisces?
No, I'm an Aries.
Oh, you're an Aries. Oh, you're less relevant.
First of all, we're the first time. We're either your best friend or your worst enemy. We're a mirror to you. We are very loving until we're not. And I've always said this about Aries too, is that if you got a problem with an Aries, the problem is probably you. Because by the time we've walked away once, we've already forgiven you 100 times.
My thing is I don't know if this is a Pisces thing. I don't really follow the astrology thing. I think it's kind of wild.
I do. I think it's pretty cool.
I'm 90% of the time, I'm just very chill. And it's like every Pisces I know is very similar to me in that way. Just very chill 99.9% of the time. You catch me on that one day, though.
Y'all all right.
But the Royal Rumble, man, it's such a special time of year. For the longest time, it has been my favorite wrestling show of the year, every calendar year, except for the year they did 40 in 2012. That was a little But other than that, I mean, there's a lot of great moments. Starting January 24th, 1988, exactly 30 years to the day before my daughter was born, in the Cops Coliseum in Hamilton, Ontario, Canada.
Which is crazy. I wanted to throw out the Hamilton, Ontario, because they were just in Ontario, Toronto for Raw past week. So this week, actually.
Canada is a territory I feel like that a lot of people forget. It has a whole lot of history because of the Hart family, Stampede Wrestling, and it even goes further back than that. So yes, it matters that this was in Ontario, Canada, because venues matter as much as a lot of people think in modern wrestling they don't matter. Venues have significance. Certain ones do at least.
Right.
Madison Square Garden, Greensboro Coliseum, the Cow Palace, and the Pacific Northwest. All these buildings have significance to what's going on.
Yep.
Hacksaw Jim Duggan, can I get a ho? Won the 20 men, not quite 30 men yet, the 20 man over the top rope battle royal that was not even a pay-per-view yet, Joe.
The very first one.
The very first one.
Yeah.
It was a television experiment. They wanted to see how it was going to work. They already had WrestleMania Survivor Series. The Rumble was just supposed to be a fun attraction, not a main event factory that it has become now.
And they absolutely turned it into a huge spectacle.
There have been very few stinkers coming out of the Rumble.
That's
and
true.
We're not going to talk about Daniel Bryan versus Sheamus.
We're not going to talk about it? Okay.
Not today. That might be the Mania one because, you and I both are kind of TKO'd out.
Yeah.
I will always say I don't have a WWE problem. I have a TKO problem. But that's a song for another time. But the cool part was, man, it's just when wrestling gets something right, they get it right.
Mm-hmm.
And Vince McMahon, Pat Patterson, these folks saw that there was some meat on the bone with this concept, which leads us into 1989. They already got one of the things perfect. That's when they expanded to 30 participants in the ring.
Yeah, that 30-man in Houston, Texas.
30 is the perfect match structure, if you ask me, Joe, and I'm gonna give you some reasons why. You've got enough entry numbers that you have room for surprise entrants.
Mm-hmm.
You got a low enough number that you can track storylines throughout the match. And this kind of leads into where the entry numbers matter, where the number one entry, that's your marathon warrior. That's the guy that's going to go bell to almost bell, doesn't always win it, but comes pretty close. Chris Benoit won it from number one. Rey Mysterio won it from number one.
Yeah.
Rhea Ripley won it from number one. And then you have your number 30s, the guys that come in at the last, they got the golden ticket. And honestly, it doesn't have as many winners as you would think coming from that 30 slot, but a notable winner I can think of is John Cena in 2008 when he blew the roof off of Madison Square Garden on his injury return.
That and Charlotte Flair in 2020.
Yes, and that one was very controversial.
Yep.
I think that's easily forgotten. I don't want to say easily forgotten. I think it gets forgotten about a lot because that's the same year that Edge made his triumphant return at the Rumble, which is something I wanted to talk about real quick, sir.
All right.
What's your favorite part about the Royal Rumble match?
My favorite part is always the surprise entries.
Thank you. I love seeing the surprise entrances. Nobody, I don't care who you are, thought Edge was coming back in 2020.
Nope.
And when John Cena came back in 2008, he was supposed to be gone for another 2 months. He was supposed to be gone until after Mania.
Those pop-ups are great.
So,
when Charlotte actually came up last year, you had called it actually that she was going to come back.
I told you she was coming.
I got to give you kudos on that one because that one came out of nowhere.
Also, it wasn't our very first recorded episode, but one of our first major episodes on this channel was talking about the Royal Rumble last year. So it's kind of cathartic to be talking about the Royal Rumble again.
That just goes to show you we in this thing, man.
So it's kind of surreal. We've been making these episodes for over a year now. Out of these 30-man scrambles, the surprise entrances are always the ones that catch me off guard. Like we said, John Cena, Edge, Charlotte coming back. And I want to wager that I think we have at least 2 huge surprises coming up in this year's Rumble.
All right, who you got?
On the men's side, I don't think I've seen Obafemi officially declare for the Rumble yet.
Yeah, but that's one of my picks too.
Obafemi. And my other one is our good friend that just left AEW, Mr. Powerhouse Hobbs.
I got another one for you. Yes, and it's not about a wrestler who's coming. It's about the number. This is our first time in Saudi Arabia for the Royal Rumble. And I think that they're going to expand it to 40 in order to fit the demon in there. Because remember, Aldis said that the Rumble is full. Is it going to be full or are they going to expand it for Finn?
Or is Finn going to pull a Nia Jax essentially? Or Becky, Nia Jax essentially. Come beat the crap out of somebody and then take their spot. I would love to see that. I would rather see that than expand the field to 35, 40, 50 guys. Because if you remember their first Saudi Arabia show, it was the first or second one, they did the greatest Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
It's hot garbage. It was entertaining for what it was, but 50 is just too many. It was for the grandiosity. It was from the request of the prince. I'm not going to try and pronounce this name. But it just doesn't work. 30 just seems like the perfect number because you remember I said 2012 earlier. I meant to say 2011. 40 people, man. The crowd was just so like with it afterwards that nobody cared that Alberto Del Rio won. They were more excited that it looked like Santino had won. But I just think emotionally, it just seems like the perfect number is 30.
I don't
And
know. TKO is going to mess it up somehow.
they're going to TKO it. That's what they do. I don't want to be a negative Nancy. You know me. I try to be a positive Pete, but I just feel it in my gut.
I'm going to just let y'all know you are the positive one in here. I'm the realist. And I don't know, man. I have a feeling that they're going to expand it, make it bigger for the grandiosity of it being in Saudi Arabia. And I want to think that it'll still be decent, but it'll probably it'll probably be a little lackluster because of it.
I think I said we weren't planning on talking about this, but I'm just gonna go on and say it, man. This Rumble this year just feels different. The hype just isn't there. It just doesn't feel like anybody is trying. The stakes for WrestleMania are clearly there.
Yeah.
But there's no urgency in storytelling to get us there. I think that's the problem.
Yeah.
You have to have that sense of urgency. Like this is the kickoff to Road to WrestleMania, right? The Road to WrestleMania.
Right.
All right. This is the signifier that hey, this is the hot seat. This is when the rubber meets the road. We have to put the foot on the gas.
Yeah.
And it feels like they just put it in neutral and pushed it down a hill and just hope to coast to where they want to go. And I got to tell you, it sucks.
It does. And when seeing people just be like, I'm declaring, and nobody really cares. Or you're in the Royal Rumble, you're in the Royal Rumble, you're in the Royal Rumble.
The Oprah Winfrey method just doesn't work.
It doesn't work.
I miss when we had matches for it.
Yeah.
I miss when they had the little roller ball thing
Mm-hmm.
where you kind of pulled your number out the
weeks
leading up.
That was cool.
That stuff, it just made it. You had a match to see who was going to wrestle for number 30.
Yeah.
That's the kind of stuff that I want to see, but we just don't do it. It just doesn't feel like it's there anymore. But I know once we see the countdown clock, every wrestling fan, when they see the Royal Rumble countdown clock, you get a little bit excited.
Yeah, like we were at Blood and Guts. The countdown was so, oh man.
Something about that, the building of anticipation. You're either terrified, you want to see what's coming out, and it's either you get the Dirty Dom reaction last year.
Yeah.
Where it was just raining booze, and we're not talking about alcoholic beverages. Or you get, I'll bring it again, the John Cena 08 pop, where I thought Madison Square Garden was about to be a roofless arena.
Right.
The
roof certainly did come off that place, man.
And do you know, there's 2 years I want to bring up, and they're right next to each other, okay? 2 of my favorite years in Rumble history are 1992 and 1993.
See, I was about to say 94, 95.
Well, here's do you want to do 94, 95 or 92, 93 first?
Let's do 92, 93 first, since it's in sequence.
The first time the WWF World Heavyweight Championship was on the line in 1992, and it was won by the man who came in at the number 3 spot, the Nature Boy, Ric Flair. And a lot of people think it was the greatest Royal Rumble performance by a single competitor of all time. Of course it was. It was the Nature Boy. For all the stuff he's done outside the ring, everything he's done inside the ring is the only thing he's gotten right. So, the greatest of all time. And then in 1993 was when we added that stipulation where the winner goes on to WrestleMania to take on the World Heavyweight Champion. And in 1993, Yokozuna won that match by throwing none other than the Macho Man, Randy Savage,
Slim Jim,
over the top rope.
Yeah.
That one was a little silly, though, because if you recall, that is the time the Macho Man hit the elbow drop on Yokozuna, then tried to pin him to win the match. And it's like,
what?
You spent this whole match throwing people out of the ring, but now you're just going to try and pin Yokozuna. Okay.
He forgot.
Look, I can't blame you. Macho Man was what, 230?
Yeah.
You know, Yoko was every bit of 500 pounds.
Right.
I don't think I would have tried to push him over the top either.
So, 1994, Providence, Rhode Island, Lex Luger and Bret Hart. So I want you to know. Yeah. Yeah.
The first time we had co-Royal Rumble winners.
Yeah. So go down a trip down memory lane with me on that one, right? Bret Hart and Lex
take them a road trip.
They both pull it out, but there's definitely beef there. You know what I'm saying? And what if there was a finish like that this year?
I'm gonna tell you what my fantasy booking is, and it's wrong.
Okay.
My fantasy booking is Obafemi comes out and clears house and wins
Mm-hmm.
because he deserves it.
That's my dream. He just wrecks
And
shop. He wrecks everybody.
we have never, the only other person to come from NXT to the main roster and catapult that quickly was Finn Balor.
Well, don't forget Oscar.
Oscar, men's side.
Okay.
Oscar, yes. And then they bumbled. We'll talk about that one in a minute because you brought that up, and it's got a really sour note in my throat.
I can tell.
But that's my fantasy booking. But that would be cool to have another co-winner situation.
Yeah.
We'll talk about 2005 here in a few minutes.
Okay.
But
well, 1995.
The Heartbreak Kid?
Yes. In my opinion, the best Royal Rumble winner ever.
That's when he got thrown over. I think 95 is when the British Bulldog threw Shawn Michaels over the top rope, and he held on with just 1 foot barely touching the floor.
Yep.
And he skinned the cat, pulled himself in, skinned the cat. Sweet Chin Music. Davey Boy. No, not even Sweet Chin Music. He just knocks Davey Boy out of the ring.
Mm-hmm.
Celebrate too early, man.
And he came in at number 1. The first one to win at coming in at number 1.
The moment was great. The Rumble itself was kind of weak. Because of 95 WWE, WCW wrestling in 95 was just kind of weak overall.
Mm-hmm.
They're having that struggle of going from the 80s to the 90s, from the hair metal to the grunge kind of deal, you know. But the moment itself is great. And Michaels won it back to back, 95 and 96.
Yeah. But just looking back, I think his first win was the best one, considering that he came in at number 1.
At number 1.
The entire time.
The moment of how he won. I remember the first Rumble I watched was taped Royal Rumble 2000 that my uncle had done for me. And one of the highlights they showed was that moment. And I was like, oh, that was so cool. I had no idea who Shawn Michaels was at the time. I wasn't allowed to watch WWF really.
Wow. See, okay.
I was 9 years old. We were WCW heavy, right?
Yeah.
And then after I watched that, that's when and that was the first little bit of taste of WWF I got. And then I saw Cactus Jack and Triple H in that world title match. And, that's my favorite match of all time. Another reason why I love the Rumble so much.
Mm-hmm.
That's when Mick Foley became my guy.
Yeah. Shawn Michaels was somebody that I always enjoyed watching. He always had, because I was watching way back then, you know what I'm saying? I was already put on. I was older. I'm actually older than you, so I remember this, and Shawn has always been somebody to look at. Like, it's kind of like watching Jordan play. Now, whether or not you agree he's the GOAT, you got to understand that he is the greatest of his era. And Shawn is probably in certain point one of the greatest of his era.
I think he's WWF Sting.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely.
He never left. He stayed pretty loyal to WWF. Now the difference is Sting, even when he had his battles with addiction and stuff, by all accounts, he was still pretty kosher to work with backstage.
Mm-hmm.
We all heard about Shawn Michaels in the 90s before he gave his life to the Lord.
The Lord. Amen.
And but thank God for that. But yeah, and then Shawn Michaels is killing it in NXT. I think if we were to be honest, I think he's doing a better job than Triple H did back in the day.
Well, yeah, I mean, absolutely. I think we need to bring him up to main roster and get some things square.
The only thing about that is I worry that they'll give it to somebody like Road Dogg, who, for all intents and purposes, is a wonderful writer. He can write good TV.
Mm-hmm.
But putting him as the sole guy in charge of NXT, I think is Speaking of back-to-back Rumbles, do you know who the next man to win back-to-back Rumbles was?
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
97, 98.
Yep.
So 95, 96, 97, 98, 4 years, only had 2 different Royal Rumble winners. And Austin was the first guy to win it 3 times when he won it in 2001 as well, who a lot of people think was the most entertaining Rumble of all time.
That was an entertaining Rumble. I have to go back and rewatch that one. Man, I miss WWE
Dude,
TV.
Kane was the selling point of that Rumble. Like, what was it, 10
People
or 11?
forget how much of a beast Kane was.
Dude, Kane, up until corporate Kane, was a menace to society. And he always put on big Rumble performances, but never got the dub. But Austin and Michaels, man, that's the 2 faces back to back. Shawn Michaels breaks his back. Somebody's got to step up. Who is it? Stone Cold Steve Austin. And he carries that torch until, what, 03? 03, yeah. WrestleMania 19 when he retired. But tied right into the Austin McMahon storyline, too.
It's still a joke. 99, still a joke that Vince won. But
do you remember they had a Raw Rumble that year as well? Raw Royal Rumble, and China won that match.
Yeah, I remember that, man.
The ninth
China
wonder of the world. One of the all-time greats. Not because of her in-ring ability. Not saying she was bad, but she just wasn't on that echelon.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's fair to compare her to the Rhea Ripley's and Io Skies of today because she wasn't painted with that brush.
Yeah, but we had Jackie too, so I can't really give her a pass.
Miss Jackie, and Jazz wasn't too far behind her.
Yeah.
Jazz was doing her thing in ECW in this time frame we're talking about.
Sure.
She was tough. People who watch WWE Jazz, go back, find some ECW Jazz, and just be impressed. I think she was Jordan Grace of the 90s and early 2000s.
Oh, yeah, my muscle muffin. I just want to take a quick break and give myself a pat on the back because I made one of the greatest predictions that came true almost immediately. And that is, even though I didn't get the right tag team, it ended up being Solo and Tama Tonga. My family tree is now the tag team champion, just like I said.
You got it. You got it. I gave you MFT took it. I'm all well and good with that.
I love you, Solo, my tribal chief.
There's only one tribal chief, and he's coming back at the Rumble this weekend.
His name is Solo.
His name is Roman.
Solo Sikoa.
And
I'm here to cause trouble today.
Oh, you're causing some chaos today. Think about this. I talked about a little bit about Royal Rumble 2000, right?
Mm-hmm.
First off, one of the greatest moments in Royal Rumble match history had nothing to do with the body slam or somebody getting thrown over top rope. It was the Tribal Cheeks, Rikishi, and Too Cool dancing in the middle of the ring.
Heck yeah.
And Jerry the King Rumble. Travis, edit that. Yeah. Jerry the King Lawler had one of the best calls of all time. All time, man. He said he's rumbling, he's stumbling, and he's getting down. And then right as the counter comes up, right as the clock strikes 0, Rikishi just clotheslines them both and throws them out of the ring.
That was very entertaining. See, we need stuff like that. Spectacle, man.
Dude, WWE, if you don't do anything else, give Rikishi a Tribal Cheek shirt. Please, it would make me laugh so hard, but you got to pay me if you do it.
Trademark.
Well, no, that's the guy who helped John Cena write his entrance music song.
True.
I guess.
You want to know who else was great, man? Rey Mysterio.
2006 Royal Rumble.
Yep.
Went from 1,
2,
all the way to 2. That's right. All the way to the end.
Mm-hmm.
Was able to be crowned the winner that year and go on and win one of the best under 10-minute WrestleMania matches of all time. And if I tell you the other 2 participants, you're going to be like, yeah, of course it was one of the best of all time because it was Rey Mysterio, Kurt Angle, and Randy Orton. How could that not be a great match?
Right.
It was like 8 minutes or something, and it could have gone on last and still been the same time and stole the show.
Throw on some Mark Henry for that.
Bruh. Mark Henry should have won a Rumble.
Yeah, they didn't do him right, man. But he's on the internet telling the truth these days, and everybody mad. Yeah. But it is what
I'm not. See, a little peek behind the curtain. Joe and I want to do something special this year for Black History Month, and we're going to try and highlight 4 prominent Black wrestlers and bring
Yeah.
them to your attention. The guys you already know, but just try to give them some love because, wrestling hasn't always done great by Black performers, and it's time that we give them some love.
Yeah, give us some love, man. Even though I'm not a performer, but I am
You
Black.
are. You perform on here with us.
that.
Candidate at the movies, the Wrassle Twins, we wouldn't be the same without you.
Oh, guys.
This show doesn't happen if you're not willing to do it with me, because I have the knowledge,
Yeah.
but I don't have the buddy to bounce it off of.
Pause.
With that said, before we close this out, 2 questions.
All right.
Numero uno,
Mm-hmm.
the greatest Royal Rumble winner of all time so far.
Okay. Men, women, or just in general?
Either one. While you think about it, let me go on and say the stick in my craw.
All right.
2018, Shinsuke Nakamura and Asuka both win their respective Royal Rumbles. They
Right.
both go to WrestleMania. They both have stinker matches, not because of the performers in the match, but because Vince McMahon sucked at the time. Hey, for all the great things Vince McMahon has done in pro wrestling, I said in pro wrestling, not for the stuff he's accused of, in pro wrestling, 2018 Royal Rumble to WrestleMania sucked. You had AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura. How do you not have a banger?
Right.
You have Asuka versus Charlotte Flair, 2 of the best women's performers of our generation. And how do you not have a banger? And how do you not have Charlotte lose the belt to Asuka?
Right. And how do you have Ronda Rousey winning anything?
Don't say that name here. Do not say that name here.
Well, there's 2 gripes that I have. The one gripe,
this face on a t-shirt.
Yeah. So capture that, put it in AI, make it watercolor, and that's going to be our new t-shirt. I want to wear your face. Pause. There's
Calm down, Sideshow Bob.
First of all, I'm griping because Bayley is main event, like one of the best in ring. She's really great in ring, on the mic. I don't know what they did with the gimmick with her having like 2 different personalities, but I would love for them to bring that back. She deserves a shot. So I'm taking a long shot, and I'm going to predict that she wins this year's Royal Rumble. That's a huge long shot. But I really want to see her in WrestleMania main eventing, or, going after one of the belts.
Didn't she win in 24 too?
Yeah.
She got hurt or something later on in the year. Anyway, yeah, I would think it would be great because she's like a huge stalwart of that division.
Mm-hmm.
She does so much for so many people. It'd be nice to see her get the dub. I think she might end up in AEW before she hangs them up.
I mean, sorry. It pisses me off. Seth Rollins comes back. Surprise, surprise.
I mean, the Bears are out of the playoffs. He's got nothing to live for right now.
But back to your question. Obviously, Shawn Michaels, his first win is, to me, the greatest win of all time. Just because he came in at number 1 and lasted the entire time. We talked about it. We highlighted it, what that was all about. And let's see, Stone Cold Steve Austin, man, he's literally the GOAT when it comes down to these Royal Rumble matches. He's the greatest of all time.
And who wins on Saturday? Men and women's.
Braun Breaker and Bayley.
All right, bet. Greatest winner of all time of the Royal Rumble?
Mm-hmm.
I want to go Stone Cold in 01.
All right.
Not my favorite wrestler of all time. I understand his importance to wrestling, and I'm not going to say I don't like Stone Cold, but he's not my favorite all time. But that Rumble was too great, and the ending was so great. I can't help but love it. Sidebar to Triple H in 2002. That return angle was pretty awesome.
Yeah.
This year, I kind of hinted at my Obafemi pick, but they look like they're building something with Braun Breaker.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that would be the pick. I'd love to see him in Punk at Mania because they left a lot on the table with their Raw match a couple weeks ago. And then women's is kind of crazy to me. It's going to be hard. I want to go, you know what? Let's just have fun with it. Bianca Belair.
Okay. So she makes her return and wins.
Yes.
She come in at number 30?
Coming in at number 30.
Okay.
And she
I'm
whips him
with
with the hair.
Look.
Just like that. All right. With that being said, guys, I really hope you enjoy the Royal Rumble. It's in Saudi Arabia this year. Don't ask me for the start time. I'd have to Google it. But just know this. It's the Rumble. The people in Saudi Arabia are not their government. They're getting to enjoy the wrestling show that we're going to get to enjoy live. Okay?
Just like we're not our government either.
Yeah. So grateful for the people of Saudi Arabia that have never got to experience the Royal Rumble. They get to now. So kudos to you guys. I hope it's a great show. And I'm going to watch it on delay. And starting next week, that's when we will be doing our Black History Month. Sorry, I got lost for a second. Like, what's the date again?
The 4. Yeah, the 4. Black History.
Start next week. We'll start our Black History Month series.
Mm-hmm. And buy my boy book, man. Y'all getting on
Why We Love Pro Wrestling, An Eternal Love Affair of Sports Entertainment. Come on, guys. Let's move some copies, man. You hook each other up. You buy the book.
Merch. Look at that hat, bro. You want that hat?
Go to the merch store. All these things we're talking about are in the Printify are in the link below.
That thing.
It's not. It's in the link tree link below. Both of us are wrong.
It's been a long day, dog.
It's been a day. I'm ready to take a nap right now.
Oh, man.
So in the link tree below, right here, baby, right here, it's going to be in a pinned comment. You're going to click on that pinned comment. You're going to see everything. You're going to see echoes. Yeah. You're going to see Why We Love Pro Wrestling and Eternal Love Affair of Sports Entertainment. You'll see our Spotify, our YouTube, our TikToks. You're going to see everything, and you're going to love them all. Follow us everywhere because we want to see us hit 1,500 by December 31st this year.
Listen, let's move it to 2,000. Let's just keep moving it up.
20K.
20K. Okay, look, boom. 20K before the end.
But I'll settle for 2. I'll settle for 2.
Man, we love y'all for real. This is what we love to do. We love to watch and talk about wrestling and talk about it with y'all. So come join us. Come join.
That being said, I'm putting my glasses on so I can see you guys.
Shoot us an email if you feel upset because you locked in the house like me, and you stir crazy. Just shoot us a comment. Shoot us an email. We want to hear from you. We will respond.
Wrassle Twins Pod at gmail.com.
Yeah, we're not fans. Y'all not fans. You are our friends, and we want to build a lasting friendship with y'all, man. So come through. We love y'all.
I want to take a sip of my coffee, but my mic was getting in the way.
You got anything else, Nate?
That's it, man. I appreciate you guys for checking us out. We look forward to seeing you guys next week. Please take the time to check out our series coming up over the next month. I'm so excited to do it. I know Joe is, and we're going to pour our heart and soul into this, all right? With all that being said, you guys have
Diamond Dallas Page, a fantastic day. All right.
Love you guys.
Later.
Peace.